This is the rise, the reclamation, the empowerment, and the guided meditation, your cornucopia of grounding, protection, identity, and healing. So take in a deep and slow breath. Intentionally. And breathe with presence. Settle in. This is where the empath becomes sovereign. Welcome to TruceTalk, Part 4 in this series, The Rise, Empowerment and Guided Meditation. The awakening has happened. The fog has lifted. The spell has broken. The empath stands in clarity. Not the fragile clarity of logic, but the deep, embodied clarity that comes from soul-level recognition. This is the moment the narcissist fears most. Not the confrontation, not the argument, not the exposure. But the moment the empath remembers who they are, because once an empath remembers, they rise. The rise begins. The empath didn't shout. They didn't accuse. They didn't demand closure from someone incapable of giving it. They simply stepped into their truth. And truth is a frequency that falsehood cannot tolerate. The narcissist felt it immediately. A shift in the air. A change in the energy. A presence that no longer bent to their emotional gravity. The empath's eyes were different now. Not softer, not harder, clearer. Clarity is the empath's armor. Clarity is the empath's liberation. Clarity is the empath's return to self. And with clarity came something even more powerful. Detachment. Not coldness. Not indifference. Not numbness. Detachment is the soul saying, I release what was never mine to carry. Which naturally led to the narcissist unraveling. When the empath detached, the narcissist panicked. Not outwardly. They never show panic outwardly. But inside, their ego began to fracture. Because narcissistic control requires emotional access. It requires reaction. It requires the empath's energy to fuel the illusion. But the empath was no longer feeding the illusion. They were feeding their spirit. And without the empath's energy, the narcissist mask began to slip. Their charm cracked. Their confidence wavered. Their illusions flickered. Because the narcissist's power was never real power. It was borrowed power. Power siphoned from the empath's light. And now, the empath was taking it back. The empath's return to self. This is the moment the empath stepped fully into their identity. Not the identity the narcissist projected. Not the identity the world misunderstood. Not the identity shaped by trauma. But the identity shaped by truth. The empath realized I am not fragile. I am intuitive. I am not weak. I am compassionate. I am not naive. I am spiritually perceptive. I am not broken. I am becoming. And with each realization, their energy shifted. From wounded to wise. From reactive to grounded. From entangled to sovereign. This is the rise. But let us explore the spiritual dimensions of the rise. The empath didn't just reclaim their mind, they reclaimed their spirit. Because spiritual warfare is not angels versus demons. It is truth versus illusion. It is identity versus erasure. It is awakening versus manipulation. And the empath's awakening was a spiritual event. A moment where God whispered, "You were never alone. You were never powerless. You were never unprotected. You were learning. Learning discernment. Learning boundaries. Learning self-trust. Learning spiritual authority. And now the lesson was complete. And the empath walks away. Not dramatically, not angrily, not with revenge, but with peace. Because peace is the empath's final victory. Peace is the narcissist's final defeat. The empath walked away, not to punish the narcissist, but to protect their soul. And as they walked, they felt something they hadn't felt in a long time. The return of their own energy. Their own voice, their own intuition, their own identity, their own light. This is the rise. And now, like 1,000 waves that washed upon the beachy shore, washing away the imprints of their footprints that once were laid together. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it fall out gently. Again, in and out. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your spirit settle. You are safe here. You are held here. You are home here. As you continue to breathe, allow your mind to drift on each wave. As you see the land approaching on the horizon, you see the lush tropical garden ahead. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet. Reaching down into the earth, anchoring you, steadying you, holding you. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the support beneath you. Feel the earth saying, "You belong. You are supported. You are grounded." Now, imagine a soft, radiant light surrounding your body. Not a wall, not a shield, a presence. A presence that says, what is not meant for me cannot enter me. What is not aligned with me cannot attach to me. What is not true cannot influence me. This light is not armor. It is identity. Now, bring to mind the word that defines who you are becoming. Not who you were, not who they told you to be, not who pain shaped you into, who you are becoming. Hold that word gently. Let it fill your chest. Let it settle into your bones. Let it become your frequency. Say it silently. Say it with intention. Say it with truth. This is your identity. This is your direction. This is your rise. Now, imagine a soft wave of warmth moving through your body, starting at the top of your head, down your face, your throat, your chest, your stomach, your legs, your feet, this warmth is healing. This warmth is restoration. This warmth is the returning of everything that was taken, drained, or dimmed. You are not healing alone. You are healing with God. You are healing with truth. You are healing with identity. And healing is not a destination. It is a direction. Now, take one more deep breath in and release it slowly. Feel the strength in your body. Feel the clarity in your mind. Feel the peace in your spirit. You are not who you were when this story began. You have risen. You have reclaimed. You have returned. And now, you walk forward, not as a wounded empath, but as a sovereign soul who knows their worth, their power, their identity, and their light. This is your rise. This is your awakening. This is your story now.